So today we want to see how to generate a histogram using JMP. So a histogram is actually a plot, and we have many plots, and this topic is very diverse, generally speaking, and specifically in JMP. It can be done very dynamically. Let's see how to do it. So we need to go to this icon or to the graph builder under this menu bar. So once we go to this icon, um, let's say that we want to find or show the distribution of age, generally speaking. So if we want to show the distribution of age, we need to grab age and we need to put it under the x-axis. Once this will be done, what we need to do, we need to click the histogram, and this is the histogram of age under the x-axis. We can also do it under the y-axis. That means that we need to grab it and put it here, and we can see the same thing only under the x-axis. Only under the y-axis. Now let's say that we want to go back and look at it under the x-axis. So we're going to hit Control Z or just grab it by the mouse. And let's say that this is not enough for us. Let's say that we want to see it across the different salary categories. So we can see here that we have salary in general as a continuous variable, but we've done before a categorizing of the salaries across several categories. So the first thing is that we need to make sure that we have the icon, not the blue icon, but the green icon, emphasizing this is actually an ordinal variable. So we need to hover over the salary, hover over the icon and right click it. And then we can see that this is ordinal. Once we make sure this is actually an ordinal variable, we're going to grab it. We're going to put it across one of the axes, of the grouping axis, which is either this one or that one. This would be grouping X, and this would be grouping Y. So let's say that we're interested in grouping X. So if we're interested in grouping X, once this is released, we can see that we have the distribution for each one of the intervals of the salary categories variable. Each one of the categories actually. Now let's say that we are also interested in showing the gender in that context. So what we need to do is grabbing the gender. We need to make sure this, in this case, it's a nominal variable. And what we need to do is actually grab the gender and put it across the other axis. In that case, it's going to be the y-axis. So once this is done, we can see that we have for gender 1 and gender 2, each one of the subcategories of the salary. And for each of the 8 options that we have here, which is a salary category per gender, we get the distribution of age. So in that case, what we were able to do is to put actually 3 variables into the same plot. We can also do the opposite. That means that we're going to get gender, we're going to put it here, and we're going to take again the salary categories and put it here. And then we actually get the same thing, only now gender would be the columns and salary categories would be the rows. So as said before, the whole thing is very dynamic, and we can do a lot with plotting a histogram in JMP, and actually pretty quickly and pretty quite easily with the visual aids that we get here.